In this lecture, we are going to discuss hardware and the digital aspects of software. First of all, a computer can be defined as a machine that manipulates data and carries out a set of instructions. In other words, it takes some kind of input, does some kind of processing, and produces some kind of output. So it consists of a machine that is taking that input and producing the output, and that machine can equate to our hardware. The set of instructions that it carries out is our software. So the most simple pieces of hardware that we have on our computer are the CPU, which is the central processing unit, which you can think of as the brains of the computer. And in the CPU, you can have registers, okay, and the CPU sits on the motherboard, and you can have these registers that are very close to the CPU, and you can think of the closer, and this is your storage aspect, okay, that's very, very close to the brains or the processing. And the higher up you go, the closer that storage is to that processing or brains, the quicker it's going to store information and it's going to retrieve information. And so your RAM is your random access memory, and this is where your running programs are stored. Right? And some of that information will go into registers and be operated on while it's in the registers. But the actual program while it's running is stored in RAM. Now when you save your program or save files, so these are your saved programs and files, and this is your hard drive. And it's much slower to retrieve and put information there on your computer than it is in your registers. Then you have software, and software really is any kind of program. This could be applications, or it can be very rudimentary software. And we do have a primary piece of software that lives on our computer. And what is that called? That is our operating system. And what's the purpose of our operating system? That's right, it is our interface between hardware and apps or applications. And what are applications? Applications are programs that sit on top of OS, right? Okay, and then what do all of our pieces of software boil down to? Basically, everything is based on discrete numbers, and more specifically, it's based on circuits, and what hardware is based on, and that is either open or close, or you can think of on or off. Right? This can be 0 and 1s, which we call binary, okay, base 2. That means when you talk about some kind of base 2 or base number, that means you get that many numbers, 2 numbers in each placeholder. And for base 2, we always start at 0, so you get that choice of a 0 or 1. What do most people use? We use decimal, which is base 10. And what is the range for each of these digits? 0 through 9 in each one of the placeholders.